Just I thought just start about, obviously you guys have been in quarantine a bit longer than everybody else, so to speak, lockdown.
Yeah.
You guys came back from New Zealand and went straight into lockdown. So it's week 4 for you guys now, or yeah. So how are you coping?
Yes.
What's been the good and the bad and the ugly?
I guess it hasn't actually been too bad, to be honest with you. I think actually being on tour and away for a month probably helped because you missed your family, your kids and your wife, and just being home. So having traveled for I think it was 3 weeks or so, going into our 4th week, to come home was actually quite pleasant, and it took about a week to adjust, obviously having a bit of jet lag. And I guess the news broke after a week or so, and we were back in the whole country was in isolation. And I guess you've kind of had 2 weeks to prepare for that, and you had some practice, so it wasn't as bad. I think we jumped straight into it and kind of got going. I think the biggest challenge for us personally was probably our 2 kids, try and keep them busy. The school having closed early, and we've got a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and try and keep them occupied. And I think especially for my wife, because I generally have a lot of meetings in the morning with Zoom, as we spoke about earlier, Zoom and team meetings and coaches meetings and management meetings. And then she's left with those two little busy bees around the house and causing chaos. But I think it's been great in a lot of aspects, and especially for myself, traveling a lot and away a lot of time to spend some good time with the kids, and kind of form a stronger relationship with them has been great. So my wife has definitely taught me a lot of lessons in patience and being more patient, a lot more patient than I am with them especially. So no, it's been great. You get to do a lot of things you haven't managed to get to. So there are definitely a lot of positives, and just rekindling relationships with people you haven't spoken to in a long while, and personally, in whatever field you are, you get to catch up on some work as well. So in my case, watching some footage, watching a lot of games, going through statistics, writing reports. So you've got a lot of time to to kind of dig into all your interests and your hobbies, which is great.